Evening, everybody. I'm very happy to see so many faces here and so many people interested in art. We will start the evening with an introduction of the artist, Mohammed Abdulnader, and then we will look at the recent work since the last 10 years. Yes, and then we will see, we will watch a video about the activities with children that you're working with.
Yes, we have a workshop with children in Lebanon, so in the camp.
And then we will watch a visual arts video. So first I introduce the artist. Mohammed Abdulnader has a BA, MA and a PhD from the University of Alexandria. And he was the first Egyptian to get a grant by the Japan Foundation for learning how to deal with Japanese paper making, and he specialized in Japanese paper making and papyrus making. He had various exhibitions all around the world. He represented Egypt in the Venice Biennale in 2002 and received the first prize of the Alexandria Biennale in 2001. He founded the El Nafisa Contemporary Art and Development project that we will learn something about later. Newsweek 2007 named him one of the 100 entrepreneurs who could change the world. And he was the 2011 curator of the Alexandria Book Biennale and won the first prize of the Danube Video Arts Festival that we will, when we watch the video later. Yeah, and the work you see here is the most recent work on murals and as documentation and art that is dealing with the recent uprisings in Egypt. Yes, yeah, thank you for
Thank you. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I'm very happy here the first time in Singapore. The Sana Gallery invited me for exhibition and for presentation. My English not so good, and I want to say why. I am at Vernon 1960, and 7 years 1967, the war between Egypt and Israel. And it's very important when in this time, not any teacher in school. All teacher in the war. A teacher have a big problem 10 years until they finish the school. We didn't have a good teacher in school. I like to say like that because when we have a war, not only fighting at the finish, no, the war is still long time. For that I find myself with art. And only I have a very good teacher in primary school. She's named Abda Aida. We say Miss Aida. She's Nubian, and she teach me, and she's make a very big support for my when young. For that I like very much art, and this is my language. Stay used my language until now for all the world. My exhibition everywhere. I went in most country. Maybe all on the world, and I used this my language. And my art against any kind of war. I think my art talk about peace, more peace, and more communication and contact with all culture. When you open your culture, you can open your mind, you can understand. But if we saw the fighting or the war, we didn't have anything. And you can look what happened in Iraq, what happened in Afghanistan, what happened in Iran, what happened in everywhere. By war, by bomb, this is very bad way. We can damage everything. and not make build or any civilization or any culture. I think all people, if I win the war, if I lost the war, together lost everything. For that I like say like that. I present Egypt in Venice Biennale through this concept also. And if you can little dark and you can see, because I talk a little and you see more. You can use the visual language. You know, about the Venice Biennale is the best and the biggest Biennale in the world. I used a big installation with architecture, a very important architecture in Egypt. And as a group, he make the design for space, and in my work, all handmade paper. And this paper, all material from Egypt, from the desert, and the Sinai, and the Siwa oasis. I make this paper with calligraphy, and this like city. You can find, when you find yourself, you can find everything. This is, you know, Egypt have a deep history, and the wall have layers. For that, you can go and through my work, like you see the layers and the history through the different layers and material. All the material from the earth, for that the wall have a memory, and the material have memory also. So that's your feeling and contact with this installation. I use different technique in paper, and when I use the washi paper, I study washi paper, Japanese tradition paper, I study amati paper in Mexico and Brazil and American Latin paper, the name amati, and the papyrus, and the Europe and American rags and cotton paper. And when I use different technique of paper, this is a mix with culture, because paper not only technique, paper knowledge and the spirit and the religion. In Japan say kami, and the kami, this is a god. And in papyrus also in Egypt, this is very secret. For that, when I used all, this is also about my concept, I said the first. It's important to make a mix, dialogue. After I make this installation, as a lion, I started 2008, 2007, 2008 in a museum in Cairo. And after, in Los Angeles, after revolution, selected this project for, I say, I feel we must have a change. And you can know why. And all this. This is, I started like that in museum in Cairo, 2008. All this name in the calligraphy in the wall, we have in Arabic language more than 325 names for the land. For that, all the name in the wall. This why? Because the Arabic language and the cultural language talk about like details. He didn't say this tree, he said gemeza. Not say this animal, he say what animal, what kind of animal, and also when young have a name, when the middle have another name, and each part in the body have a name. For that say details, culture about details, more details. For that the poetry or Arabic language, Arabic poetry or novel like Naguib Mahfouz. You can, if you know Arabic, you can enjoy by details, not general idea. For that, I like put details, and also I make a cover for the lamp like that by all the culture. This like Quran, but not Quran. I make this cover because if you want to be free, you must take a cover out. You must open your mind. You must make contact with another culture. This is the lamp in a bridge in Asr al-Nil in the middle, near Tahrir Square. It's very famous. I make really cover. I don't make Photoshop. I don't make any thing by computer, because the government make restoration for this lamp. For that, I used with the people make restoration. Must make a cover, and after I make print by all all the print on photos. And after revision, I made this a new edition, 2011, 2012. You can feel like something move. I have here in the video, but I don't show now, maybe in another time. It's very important because this is video installation. Also, this is a project, same idea. We have, I am from Tanta. This is the middle between Cairo and Alexandria, and the very famous mosque is named Sayyid al-Badawi. And inside Sayyid al-Badawi, we have a food stamp in the stone, and it says this for Prophet Muhammad. And we have this food everywhere, many. And when I'm young, I go with my mother, especially before exam, for help. And they cry. And after when I went in the Faculty of Fine Art, I studied service anatomy, and I discovered this not for feed any man. This is what is. And for that I discussion with this idea in this exhibition. Why put this food for Prophet, say for Prophet Muhammad, and this is not true. And also I ask, do you think any religion need Allah or need something for support religion or what? And a lot of discussion inside me because I see this food. And I also see the same for Buddha, same for many prophets also used in stamp in stone. Because when I ask, when a young say, if you prophet, your feet makes in stone stamp, make relief. This is the mean you prophet. Wow. This is a discussion in this exhibition all about that, and I have video also, very interesting video. Take a lot of prize. Oh, sorry. These people visit the stone, and this is in different museum now. This is the two in a museum in Jordan with Suha Shuman. This different war after revolution. All this. I have some from this work in the gallery, Sana Gallery. I invite all tomorrow if you come. Okay. I use paper. I use the photo. I use anything in my work, or I can use it. I study painting. I study paper, mixed media, video, photography. For that, my work layers like my country. I have faces like that. I have the exhibition all about the revolution faces. You know, through revolutions, as the police and I don't know who, until now, not anyone take it in fight in eyes, especially and support that, like Ahmad Harara, like many. This is the faces also. This project, the last one, where you know. When the soldier from England come to Egypt, 1882 until 1952, stay in Egypt, like Americans stay in Iraq, like France, like everywhere as a soldier, the country, and say this for more freedom and this is, I have a very important documentary. I have all negative, glass negative, original glass negative for England soldier stay in Egypt. When you stay in Egypt, there's a main camp in the Garden City, and we have a photo shop, photographer, and all family and soldier take photos in many years. And when it changed, I have this all the glass, and I buy it. And I use for discussion why send very, you see, very handsome, very young, and they come and die in Alamein. Most of these people now is die, and he killed. And I discussion for big games. What happened until now? You send, and if I think most know about in YouTube when the American soldier back to after Iraq, and they have a big problem, and they talk about what happened and his story, and he have psycho problem. Yeah, I discussion always I use the photos with like on carpet, on oriental carpet or something like that. This is the photos for England soldier. And this is a party from the exhibition now. I use this one. This is the carpet for Salah, Muslim use it. And I put the soldier sign, the army, because the fascist fascist religion or fascist together, if make no democratic, if you, I am against any army make like president or make a fascist like that, or any used any religion for also make no freedom, no, it's very bad too. Because for that I am against. I need more liberality. For that I use this painting. This painting is not allowed in Egypt. This one. This is a part in my artwork, and I have some activities also. I work with children with special handicap. It's very important for me, any artist, to have a message for help people. I have a foundation, the name is Nafisa, and Nafisa for women, most women, handicapped women, and very successful. We didn't have and didn't receive any fund the last 6 years. And the paper, I teach paper, and now our product everywhere. We have in Germany, in Egypt, in the big store, and the paper come from rice store. And rice store, big problem in Egypt because of the farmer fire and they change the weather. For that, you can have a YouTube in a FESA Foundation, and you can find a lot from BBC and from many channels in the world, more information and many program about Inafisa. Only I have some photo in the last workshop in Lebanon with SOS. I teach paper, I make earth book and all material, because the children I want says from your earth, from your land, you can have everything. For that I have some photos. Yes, yeah. Most of this photo, most of these children have a problem, and maybe not talk, sing, but these children teach me, not teach. This few months before. It's only the, and now also I like introduce my last video art. I take the first prize in the Danube Festival, and the Danube Festival for film. This like Cannes or like Oscar is the best foundation for video art in Europe, in the world. And this film we have in the gallery tomorrow also, and I make this for you 4 minutes. Stop it. This link, yeah. Another link. The video.
Can we look for another link?
Another link. This is a photo. Sorry. This one. I see. your turn. You know all Naguib Mahfouz, yes? As Naguib Mahfouz, he have the novel named Cairo 30, Cairo 30. And have a film also, is Salah Hussein, named Cairo 13. And I make Cairo 11, and when you see the Cairo 11 and you see the film or the novel for Naguib Mahfouz, you know nothing changed until 1930 until now. For that, I make 2 layers, and you can see. This is a new version.
بكره كل ده يروح والنظام نفسه يتغير. سامعين؟ يسقط حكومة الخونة، نريد حكومة وطنية. احنا مش هنرميها، احنا متربيين، كلنا متربيين. بكره يقعد سنة أو سنتين في نادي محمد علي، وقليل ما عملوا له مظاهرات ورجعوه وزير رئيس وزارة. احنا عايشين في مجتمع وسخ، واللي يكسب هو الأوسخ.
مصر يما يا بهية يم طرحة وجلابية ازاي